Did you know Luke and Vader actually encountered before the events that took place in The Empire Strikes Back? So I'll tell you about them. So it starts with the usual Rebel crew, Han, Luke, Leia, R2 landing on an Imperial-run industrial cluster in a ship called the Tatooine Shuttle. C-3PO and Chewie landed the Falcon slightly away from the action that was about to take place so the Rebels would have an easy escape, or so they thought. A little spoiler for you. Han and R2 approached the Imperials while Leia and Luke were disguised in what we see Lando Calrissian wearing Han's rescue at the start of Return of the Jedi. The Imperial officer greets Han and tells him to follow him so he can start negotiations. A small back and forth between Han and the officer, nothing important. If you want to read the full comic, it's from the book Skywalker Strikes. But anyway, suddenly R2 spews some sort of oil similarly to what he does on the ship Palpatine is held captive on in Revenge of the Sith. R2 lights the fluid and electrocutes the stormtroopers. Luke and Leia break their disguise and take down the Imperials. The rebels make their way to the central power station in preparation to blow up the industrial cluster. Luke feels something in the Force and is guided by Obi-Wan's words. Your eyes can deceive you. To come across a group of slaves in a cage, Luke freed them and now kind of had an army to help do what the rebels were trying to do. However, the Imperials got the message out about the rebel attack and now Vader had landed. Chewie, who was waiting in the tower ready to launch a surprise attack, fired at Vader, but he easily deflected the crossbow shots with his lightsaber. Han ordered 3PO to use the Falcon's autopilot to get them out of here, but the Falcon is being attacked by native scavengers. The crew blast their way out of the situation for now. When Luke hears Obi-Wan's voice, Luke follows it down the hallway only to hear Obi-Wan say, "Run." Next thing you know, Luke is face to face with Vader. Vader said, "You hold that weapon like an untrained child. You have no right to it. You, boy, are no Jedi." Vader then says, "Who are you?" Luke replies, "You killed my father." Vader says, "I've killed very many fathers, you'll have to be more specific." Out of pure anger, Luke slashes at Vader and their lightsabers meet, their first encounter in the franchise. Vader's power swipes Luke to the side. Vader then says, "This is most pathetic. You are not worth the seconds it would take to finish you. Who sent you here to die like this?" Luke said, "I was there on the Death Star. I saw what you did to him." He then said, "You killed Master Kenobi, and now I'm here to make sure you..." But before Luke can finish, Vader plucks the lightsaber using the Force out of Luke's hand. "So Obi-Wan Kenobi gave you this lightsaber. A shame he did not teach you how to wield it," Vader says. "He never did make much of a master." "How did you..." Luke replied, "The Force will never be with you, boy. Your master has fallen. What hope do you have? If you wish to live, you will tell me all you know of the rebellion, including the nature of this attack." Vader then wielded both lightsabers and said, "And then you will lead me to the rebel pilot who destroyed the Death Star, and watch as I strike him down. Speak quickly, or join your father." "I'd rather die than yield to you," Luke says. Vader then raises both lightsabers like he did to Dooku, ready to strike down Luke. "So be it," Vader says. "Wait. This lightsaber." Vader's distracted by a recognizable lightsaber handle. "I know this weapon. This once belonged to..." Before Vader can finish, an AT-AT leg crushes through the roof of the building, almost trampling them both.